Hey there boys and girls, like Skillflicky here, and today I'm bringing you the tutorial, the sniping tutorial for Medal of Honor Warfighter, and the game has just been out for a couple of hours, so this is a really basic guide. So I'm just telling you what you can do, some basic tips and tricks if you just started out with the game, if you just have picked up the sniper class. A more advanced sniper tutorial will follow, and it will also be down in the description, a link in the description down below as soon as I'm finished with it. But let's get started with it. So Medal of Honor Warfighter Sniping is pretty hard, so it's kind of similar to Battlefield 3, I guess you could say, because it runs on a Frostbite 2 engine, but just feels completely different. First thing of all, we again have only one-hit kills to the head. Your sniper rifle does 90 damage and a person has 100 damage, so the only one-hit kill you'll get is to the head or to already injured targets. The next thing is the game is pretty slow paced, so this makes it really hard to like run and gun, especially with a sniper rifle, since you'll only get a one-hit kill to the head, like I said. So you should definitely avoid run and gunning, and you should definitely stay behind cover and together with your buddy. And you just should like try to not be caught on an open field and stay behind cover, because you're moving pretty slow, which leads me to the next point. You want your attachments pretty much to be to increase your mobility, because they made the sniper class like really slow. So your walking speed is extremely slow, and just from my point of view. So you should definitely try to use some attachments in order to make yourself a little bit faster. I see that they try to make it a little bit more like the traditional sniper, so a little bit more campy style, but it just won't work for those close quarters maps. And as soon as you play the game, you will know what I mean. So like I said, and also like you can see right here, increasing the mobility is key. I'm sorry for the German language, I haven't figured out yet how to switch to English. So the next thing, like I said, stay behind cover. It's really important. You should always be aware where your cover is, so you should definitely play some team deathmatch in order to get your aim down and stuff, and also to learn the maps a little bit better. And as soon as you got that stuff down, you'll be pretty much good to go and can jump onto the objective game modes. And you will also, like I said, as soon as you know the maps better, you will know where the cover is. And since everything is pretty slow in that game, besides you die really fast, but like reloading and switching and throwing grenades, you have to use that. So if you're in a close quarters fight with an enemy and you hip fired, which by the way is incredibly inaccurate in this game, the hip fire spread is extremely big. So if you fail and he will still shoot at you, but you still got your cover, and he has to reload, this is your time to strike, which brings me to the next point. You should use your secondary. So you have a G18 as secondary with infinite ammo. And yeah, I say it again, G18 with infinite ammo, so this is really, really good. So you should basically use your G18 every time you run around in close quarter situations, because there's normally not enough time to get a shot from a sniper, even when hip firing and finishing off the target with your secondary. The switch to your secondary takes too long. And another important fact is that the zoom in time on the scope is really high, so it takes quite a while to zoom in. So no scoping in close quarters, like I said, it is pretty inaccurate. So if you just run around with your J18 like from the start, you will be better, or yeah, pretty much better to go. For your equipment, you're having the PDM, the personal defense mines, I guess. You just throw them and then they will be there and shot out little strings, and they're like some tripping bombs. So if an enemy gets near them, they'll explode, and you really have to use them. So especially if you don't want to get flanked and you want to clear like the space behind you, and make sure to throw down your PDMs. You always have 2 of them, and they attach to walls and the ceiling and stuff, and just everything around. and if an enemy runs through the strings, they will blow up. But be careful, they are pretty slow as well, so it takes them like, I don't know, 5 seconds or so after throwing them to pull out their strings and stuff, so you should definitely keep that in mind. Like I said, the game in general is rather slow paced. It's not so much of a run and gun game, just from what I've experienced so far, so you should think before you act. So like I said, always make sure you have your cover. Of course, get your aim down and stuff, and map knowledge is pretty important too. And another important thing is you should definitely keep your distance between the targets, especially if you're sniping. You see right here I'm a little bit too aggressive, that's also why I'm using the GA-18, and I'm trying to flank those guys. And like I said, GA-18 infinite ammo, it basically will save your ass a lot of times. So that's basically all for now. If you're interested in more, I will definitely do a second or a follow-up sniper patrol video. So this is just like a really basic beginner's guide. Next one will be more advanced. Just if some guys, if you're wondering, there's no bullet drop, so you basically get the instant flying bullet pretty much. And yeah, you will also see some sniper rifle comparisons, so I will compare all the stuff, and stay tuned for more Medal of Honor Warfighter gameplay. Besides that, I hope you enjoyed the video and like Skillfaker out.